Ratchet, the man, the myth, the legend, wins again. Yeah, man, you spent a lot of time on Twitch today. I hope you're getting your schoolwork done, too. I know you are. You're a mature young man, started college, university, right? Yes. Yes, well, you'll be through it soon, hopefully. That's why I run my 2 minutes during this time frame so that, you know, you'd only see my ad anyway, my starting in 2 minutes. So if you show up on time, you don't have to worry about that. Is that Chess Wizard? The champ? No, you're second. Sorry, buddy. You're second, but you're the champ. I don't have to change my champion information up there at the top. That's kind of nice. Yep, I don't have to make any changes. We're about ready to get started, guys. I had a fun thing for us to do today to work on. Something I did in class yesterday. So we'll see about getting that done. I think you guys will like it. We'll see. We'll see. Need a few more people to show up. Right now, I am loading up the tournaments. So, Chess Wizard, you have no concern for this. But Blindfold Ratchet might want to get signed up for the first one. It's out there already. And I just thought, you know, I'd get this done before I forgot. I like to get them done in advance. That way, you know, you don't have to remember later. Which, you know, is the bane of us people when we get older. We forget stuff. So that's the third one I just built. I got to put in the, this would be our third. All right, and then I'm going to put on some for Fridays because that did work pretty well. We got some new players able to play in the tournament on Fridays, but right now it's just building all the Mondays. Monday comes first. Hey, Chess Wizard, you are just so full of ideas, man. I'm liking it. And should it be a command or should it be like a channel point? I like it. Yeah, I had another one. What did I have the channel points for? Something you could do? Oh, was it? Oh, I think it was, so I don't remember if I talk like a pirate or something. But yeah, nobody's cashed in on that one. Ah! Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. Thank you. Let's see. I believe I have 3 loaded. Let's get one more quick one loaded. And I'm only on for the hour and a half today because it's my extended lunch hour. So I can't hang out too long. And I don't want to waste it all doing this, of course. This will be our 4th. 60 minutes, 10 and 3, that's all correct. Turn off Berserk, maximum rating of 2,000. Great job, by the way, Chess Wizard. Very proud of you. Nice job. Very nice job. Oh, and this is the last one because the next one will be the championship. So perfect. Or the candidates, I should say. 8:30 p.m. That's correct. Just double checking because I make mistakes all the time. All right. Now I can load the Fridays and we're done. All right. So this one will be a 10 and 3 again. And I'm gonna, I don't want to do it every Friday, to be honest with you guys, because I like using my Fridays for teaching, per Ratchet reminding me I need to do that. our special Friday edition of our qualifiers for the month of November. There you go. I will copy that. And I think we'll just do the last 2 Fridays. I think anyway. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh yeah, it was a good match. It wasn't like a blowout or anything. I thought it was oh wait, you're talking about Ratchet. Oh really? Oh, excellent, Ratchet. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So I can make it like these 2 Fridays. I can make the last 2 Fridays. I can skip a Friday in between. I don't know what I want to do, guys. I definitely don't want to do it every Friday. I want to save my Fridays for teaching also. So maybe the last 2, because then it's getting closer to excitement time. And hey, the Charlie Chaplin, thank you for the follow. Hey, and Play Lion Chess rated us last time. Ratchet took care of it and gave him a shout out, but I did not even notice it. I was so into the championship match. So I want to I'm going to give him another shout out in a minute. So Friday, we're going to do that one at 11:15. 11:15 on Friday the 19th. Okay, that should work. Maximum rating 2000. Okay, so that's the first Friday one, and then we'll do one more, and I'll be done with picking doing tournaments. We can get right to. Hopefully, we'll have enough people here. If not, we'll still do it. It's a training tournament. I'm going to show you guys. All right, I'm only going to do 2 of these. Yeah, nice sound. Nice job, Charlie Chaplin. Yes, I do love the shout outs. I gotta do one real quick. But first, I gotta, unless you want to do it for me, Ratchet. I just want to finish this. All right, there you go. That should be it. Oops, gotta make this an hour though. See, little things like that. You gotta check, gotta double check. All right, create the tournament. So now we have, as you guys can see, we have all of the tournaments. Actually, there's a 5th, there's another one in here. It's not even showing it. So I got 6 tournaments loaded, hopefully. Let's go to tournaments. Yep, 2, 4, 6. We got all of our tournaments loaded. 4 Mondays, 2 Fridays. Good to go. Hey, thanks for the extra shout out for Play Lion Chess. Yeah, he kicked my butt in the Lone Wolf. So yeah, that should have been. I should have went to full screen so you can see. There's 6 over here, guys. So we have 6 tournaments. We have six tournaments lined up. So go out and sign up early and often. No, you don't have to do that. But I will send out a message to let everyone know that we're live for these. So. World Under 2000 Chess Championship qualifying tournaments. Chess Wizard. I'm just giving you a lot of credit here. Defended his, after successfully defending, successfully defended, I had it right, his crown. All right, and I'm not. Should I even put them in there? I'm gonna put the first one in there. There you go. All right, sent. Done. Done, done, done. Oh, I got, no, yeah, well, I lost that one. It was a good game. I liked him. Good guy. Went out. He actually streams. He streamed the game. I couldn't, I'm not ready to stream the games yet because I'm having enough trouble staying focused. But I might try it sometime, but, you know, I'll see. I'll see. But yeah, I lost that one. It was a good game. I was happy with his play. And he seemed like a nice guy. So I started following him, and yep, and he actually rated me the other day, which was quite nice. Ah, right, Charlie Chaplin. Yes, you can join the Niles District Library Chess Club, Charlie. I just will tell you, you're in. But if you want to play in the 4 live stream team tournaments, like the qualifiers and stuff, you want to join for live stream. But yep, you're in the Niles District Library Chess Club. We don't have as many tournaments there. In fact, thank you for reminding me because I need to load some more tournaments there. We had some tournaments going. Let's see. This week, I think I had set up some. Yep, there's one on today in 6 hours. And yep, only 2 of us are signed up. I got to see. I probably won't even be there. So yeah, you should sign up, Charlie. Sign up for this tournament. Play against Cash and anybody else that shows up. That'd be cool. That'd be great. That'd be great. All right. Again, you could see it this time. All right. Hey, Linear, how's it going? How's it going, my friend? Hey, got an interesting thing for you guys to try today. I'd like you to try. The first one is we're going to do queen versus rooks. So, which one is better, guys? Queen or rooks? Which one is the better to have? What do you guys say? We're going back to teaching mode right now. So, Chess Wizard says rooks. Gimme, gimme. Anybody else? Yeah. So, depends on the position. Very good, Linear. Very good. But in general, we're being taught that the rooks are better because they're worth 10 and the queen is worth 9, and some computers and others say 9.5. So, right? There's different choices there. So I'm going to set up a tournament for us right now, and I'll play with you guys. This is good. This will be a training tournament. It will not be rated because we will have a starting position, but it usually should do that itself. We'll set it short, right? We don't need more than 5 minutes, 2-second increments. That should be way enough. And we'll let it go for, let's see if it lets us do a 30-minute, because I don't want to spend too much time. All right, actually, let's even make it for like 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Again, this is more for learning, okay? This is more for learning. We'll start it in 3 minutes. And advanced settings, we're not going to do, you know, guys don't need Berserk. We don't need arena streaks. We're just learning here, guys. All right. All right, that should do it. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, I will give you the link. You could find it, of course, yourselves, but here's the link. So join up for our tournament, please. And what we're going to do is we're going to play this out where you either have the rooks or the queens. And the concept to this one is this is a training game. This is a training tournament. The concept is for you to see how, you know, how you could play with one versus the other, where are their strengths and where's their weaknesses. All right. When we finish that one, if we have time, because I only set it for a half an hour, hopefully we'll have time. We'll do one with bishops versus knights. I also have one set up where you could do opposite color bishops against one and plus one knight. So we can do. I also have one for just minor pieces where it's no queens and no rooks, and you play it out. So these are chess for you to get used to seeing and learning by doing what these different things, how they feel. All right, we need more than just me and Chess Wizard though. Okay, yeah, you should. You should. Just jump in and see what you can do. Okay, so it's just me and Chess Wizard. That's okay. We'll do training games. But yeah. Yes, yes. Anybody else out there, please, you have to join the team first, and then you could join into the tournament. Love to have you out there with us. Oh, I don't even know. Did my Nightbot go off? I don't even know what my Nightbot is set for today. What is my Nightbot set for today? I better go check it real quick. It should be, you know, I might not have had any timer set. No, I have no timer set. So this should be back to basics. All right, there we go. Now it's enabled. And I don't remember, but I think I have some new commands. What was that new one? I had one that I was interested in seeing happen every once in a while. Nope. Okay, I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I thought I had one. I know we have POTW though, and what is ours for? I think I have to update it to a new one for this week. I don't even know what it is. Hey, Elf on the Shelf. Thank you for the follow the other day, by the way. I don't know if you were here when I gave out the thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, you tell her that her dad says hi. Yes, Elf on the Shelf. We have a team you could join, and if you join the team, then we get to you get to work on the tournaments with us, and we're doing training games today. That's great, though. I'm glad. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So you're gonna have to tell me your name so I know what to call you, or at least to let her know that you contacted me, right? Oh, we're getting dynamics. Oops. What? This is the champ I'm playing? Yeah, I'm playing the champ. Gave away his queen. The champ gave away his queen. What is up with the champ today? Yeah, you're supposed to be doing school. All right, so do you want me to tell, I mean, how do I tell her who said hi? You'd have to give me at least a first name. Don't give me a last name, please. Just like you can give me a first name or tell me which class you're in. But awesome. I hope you like her as a teacher. Hope she's doing a great job. Hey, Ratchet. You were confused for a sec? Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, join that anytime you get a chance, and then you can play in our other tournaments we have throughout. Yep. Yep. That'd be great. Oh, we get to try again, Chess Wizard. I think this is the first time that I've done this, Chess Wizard, that I actually had to have had the queen at least one time. Okay, guys, so the idea here, hey, Coogan, why don't you join in? Oh, how would you know, Ratchet? I discussed it once, huh? I don't know that I ever told you, though, but I don't remember. Yeah, Coogan, why don't you join us, my friend? I think you're part of the 4 live stream team, right? If you are, we have a tournament going on. So let me go find the tournament so I can put that link in the stream too. It's a training tournament, and basically we're learning the difference between rooks and queens. And so it's unrated, and it's just oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a great name, right? I mean, come on. For chess playing people, it's a great name. How do I want to go about this, my friend? Well, you do better than I do. You remember things quite well. Okay, I think this is worth it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to send my daughter a message and say, whoa, your student's like, he was hanging out with me instead of doing schoolwork. Yeah. All right, so we are doing a tournament, but it's just for practicing, learning about queens versus rooks. The scores tell you that rooks are worth 10 and that the queen is worth 9, and you will see grandmasters give away the queen to get 2 rooks. The queen could take and get 2 rooks. They do that. And Chess Wizard himself said, give me the 2 rooks, right? I mean, so this is a little bit about, okay, so let's see you play with 2 rooks versus a queen. My argument or my theory is that for beginning players, that the queen is better than the 2 rooks because they don't know how to use the 2 rooks effectively. So yeah, so for me, the rooks are actually better. Depending on the situation, you're going to find that the rooks are better to have, in my opinion, than the queen. But in most times when you're a beginner, the queen is going to be better. Same thing with, and I've seen beginners do this on stream. On stream, they'll say, hey, oh, I got the 2 bishops. I'm winning. And I'm like, really? You think you're winning because you have 2 bishops over the knights, or a knight and a bishop, right? Because you've kept the 2 bishops. They get ecstatic that they think they're winning. And I don't understand why that is. That they think they're winning because they have the 2 bishops. Okay, oh, Chess Wizard, why'd you pause? I was gonna pause, so you would play Coogan. I want to let you play Coogan. Now I have to unpause because I see your pause. Sorry about that, Coogan. Yeah, so this is an opportunity for you to actually play out the situation. Thanks, Chess Wizard. Yeah, I'd rather you play Coogan. I'm all about, remember, I'd rather teach than play. But this is a chance for you to try out these theories. Is the rooks better than the queens in the way you play and what you know today? Will the bishops, 2 bishops, be better than the knights? When are bishops better than knights? So we talked about that in class the other day. And the question simply is, when are two bishops better than knights? When is it better to have bishops? Now, I should do one with two bishops versus a bishop and a knight, but I thought it'd be more fun to just do knights versus bishops. Yes, you do, Chess Wizard, but there's Chess Wizard. You know the basic principles about rooks. I've taught you the basic principles about rooks, and I bet you if I quizzed you, you'd get it right. Yes, the queen is easier to get out, and the queen can do double attacks better, right? The queen can do double attacks better. All right, we're watching Chess Wizard and Coogan. So, Chess Wizard, if you remembered, I taught you guys what do rooks need to be? Connected. Rooks are, we'll say that rooks are outgoing pieces that like to keep in touch with other people. They like to network and stay connected. So those two rooks need to stay connected. How do you connect your rooks? You can castle. White can't, the one with the queen can't castle. So black can castle. So I would castle to connect my rooks, and then I would open a file. Rooks need to be on open files. So I would connect my rooks, and then I would put them on open files. And now, once I have that going, I can see if I can transfer the open files stacked attack into a horizontal, a row, right? On a flank or row. If I can get my rooks on this, as an example, on the 7th rank of white, my rooks are going to be powerful. So I'd be shooting for that. Yep. So here I didn't like, I thought Coogan should have just castled. If Coogan castled, the rooks would be connected, and then all he would have to do is protect this pawn. But it's not all about pawns in this one. You can give away some pawns if you can get open files and get to the king. But yeah, castling is almost mandatory for black in this setup because you need to connect those rooks. And for white, you want to get your queen active and protect your king and snarf as many pawns as you can, because now you'd be winning. But yeah, you need to open up the there we go. Now we're going to win back a pawn, and we'll say fell for the double attack, which again, queens are better at double attacking. And what the problem here is that we had an open king, right? The king was wide open. So we'd have to do something about that first. So this is why we do these games. And I set these up for my students and make it easy for them to see, actually experience how this goes. Good job of Coogan getting the king out. I like this. Very good job at endgame, getting your king out. Now, one of the things that you noticed that Chess Wizard did, even though he was up a queen for rook, he decided to just trade off and get his pawns and figure he can win with the pawn endgame. The only thing I would say that he could have done better was that once he had this rook pinned, there's really no reason to... he broke out of the pin quickly. Never mind. But still, with a queen versus a rook, I think I would have probably went here and just was happy to attack everything in the world, and eventually... but yes, trading off the queen for the rook at some point was easy, makes it easier for you as a player. And because you're up so many pawns, he felt confident he can make this happen. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But this is, I like to set up matches, tournaments, games, where you actually have this opportunity to play imbalanced positions. And that's why the title for today was about imbalanced positions, because the imbalance in this case is rooks versus queens. We're going to do bishops versus knights and see how many we could get these in. We have 18 minutes left to this tournament. I'll set up one right afterwards with the next setup. Bishops and knights is very interesting. Bishops are stronger when you have open diagonals, right? You want an open board, while knights can battle very well on a closed board. So, this is going to be interesting. Gets the opposition. I think that was a mistake by Chess Wizard, who's usually very good at endgames. In fact, I think part of his win in the championship is because he's better at endgames. And this can be very drawish. By the way, a simple way to think of how to draw this situation is if you can make it where, okay, white has 3 pawns versus 2. if you can get to the point where white's only pawn is a rook pawn, right? He's still got 3 versus 2, so you can narrow it down to 2 versus 1, and then 1 versus 0. That's okay. Can you get that 1 versus 0 to be a rook pawn? If that 1 pawn is a rook pawn, it's easy to draw. Hey, Sudakus, how are you, my friend? You should try this, Sudakus. You should join our tournament. Let's see, it should still be the last thing in here. We are doing imbalances where we're learning to play with different pieces against each other. So there you go. Small error by black, allowing white to win his pawn. All right. So the idea was you had to definitely use triangulation and not give up the pawn. If you could keep, now this is a win. If you could have given up the pawn, make sure you didn't give up the pawn. Then you had a good chance of getting down to 1 pawn, and if you could make that 1 pawn a rook pawn, you had a draw. All right. Now these are all casual games. We're starting with a situation where, all right, good. We've got king joined in. Good. So I can stay out. But yeah, king hopefully will get a game. And we only have, in this one, 16 minutes left. I made them quick, 3 + 2. Don't want to make long games. We do want you to just get the feel for what is it like with these imbalances, rooks versus queens or such. All right, let me give a shout out to my good friend, mi amigo, Sudakus. And by the way, if you don't know, Sudakus normally puts on a tournament. He didn't do his normal one, so I think he's going to be doing different ones. Okay, king has a game. And he gets to play Chess Wizard. King has the queen. Yes, imbalances. Yes, did I make it with an E? Yeah, I probably spelled it wrong. I just realized I probably spelled it wrong, didn't I? Yes, it should have been with an E. I mean, with an I. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man, spelling. I feel bad. I can't even spell. Uh-oh. What was that, chat? I just gave him a hello. I didn't even see what the chat was. Was it a sales pitch? I missed it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, he was a bot, and I welcomed him. Hey, Patro, you should join this, please. You should join us in this tournament. Here, let me put the tournament out there again. So we only have 14 minutes left right now, but this is learning about, oh, great. We want to see what the difference is between queens and rooks. So rooks supposedly are better than queens because, right, they're worth 10 points. Your queen is worth 9 points by most counts nowadays. So can you make that true? Can you make that true? What? Oh, what are you guys doing? Hey, Patro. I don't know, Chescudo. I don't know. I missed it. I don't know what was exciting there. Anyway, as we can see, we're looking for ways to take advantage of the imbalances. I banned some words, yeah. I don't know what you got. I don't know what word you wanted to use. I missed it. Oh, yes, that word gets banned because they use it. Yes, that's how the bot automatically got banned, because of that word. Do you want to become famous? If you say, do you want to become famous, it'll ban you. Yeah, it was a phrase. I don't think it was just one word. But yeah, I was trying to figure out how to ban it, because that's what they were using lately as that, and instead of me, because I didn't have that many mods. Ratchet's been a great mod, but he wasn't handy for most of, well, he wasn't doing it for me at the beginning, and so I needed help, and so I just said, hey, if they say this word, they're out. Okay, that'd be great. We're going to do another one right after this with bishops versus knights, so you'll be here for that one. Oh, did you, Ratchet? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a phrase. I didn't want to make it one word because, right? So I think I didn't want to make it one word. But anyway, let's see what happens here. We've got This is a good one. They're battling pretty well. Careful, Coogan, careful. All right. White finally is going to at least snarf a pawn. Yes, at least one pawn. Can he get more? And can black get a doubling of the rooks, right? We want to double these rooks, guys. We want to double these rooks, and we want it to open a file. So what you find with rooks is, rooks need open files. This is why we do this exercise. This type of an exercise helps you to see, oh, rooks need open files. I need to make sure I generate open files. This is what I have to do to win with my rooks when I'm up against a queen, because the queen wants opportunities for double attacks. So I find these very interesting and very useful. Yes, queens need targets. Yes. Now let's see how the rooks try to generate. Ah, look, we're going two of them trying to queen pawns at the same time. This is good. This is very good. This is very good. All right, can't do this, right? Then you just do this, and then you would take, and you'd queen. So now you need to go down and protect. You have two ways. You could do this one and try to just win a, yeah, see, that one wins the rook, because you can't even come over, because you just still win a rook. So you're going to win a rook this way. What would have been interesting is if black had tried this one first instead of this one. So now you just queen, right? You just queen. This is exciting, though. This is not simple. Yes, of course. Ah, Ratchet got it. Thank you, Ratchet. You're the man, Ratchet. Oh, yeah, 10 minutes, 3 plus 2s. You should get some chances. In fact, yep, you might get a chance real soon. Before this one's even over, hopefully. Because Coogan's waiting. Yes, thank you, Ratchet. And of course, choose Cuda, you could play. There's no rating requirement. Wow, guys. Wow. I think I would start looking for ways to checkmate before that even becomes a queen. Hey, Josu, how are you? Let me give you a shout out there, my friend. And let me give a shout out for chess. There is so many. I don't know if this is good or bad that I have so many people that come and watch that are streamers. I'll take it as good. I'll take it as very good. I'll take it as very good. What works, Sudakus? Black is getting mated. What works, Sudakus? I missed it. Hey, good to hear it. Glad to hear it. So again, we know. Oh, this is King is white, because I was going to say if white was Chess Wizard would have went here and said, "I dare you to trade off," because then he would win with the pawns. He would have. There you go. That's what Chess Wizard would have done without hesitation. Now, white should be looking for a way to trade off these pawns. I mean, queens. Chesswoods is like, I don't want to trade off queens. Ooh, what was this? What's his sneaky idea here? I don't know. He's down to 4 seconds, though. And here we go. Yeah, now this is just Flag City. I mean, this game doesn't matter anymore, right? As far as what we're learning, this is non-consequential. Let's go check out Guggenheim and Patroclus. Let's see how they started. Oh man, never castled. So the rooks are not connected, right? That's the problem. You need to connect your rooks. Rooks need to be they are what would you call it? Social. They are social pieces. They are major social pieces. They like to network. They like to communicate. They like to um, get along with each other. I think this would have been better because then it still attacks here, but and allows you another diagonal, another area to go on. This doesn't really, because I'm anticipating this move. There you go. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a move. Anything legal, anything on the board that's legal, you can do. So yeah, you should definitely do that. Definitely should do that. You need to castle so that your rooks get connected automatically. Yes, much better. What happened here? Oh, white resigned? Decided to just go off and play another game? I have no idea. No worries though. All right. So this one's only got 5 minutes left. I don't know if we're going to even see another match. Probably not, but I'll be starting another one right away with bishops and knights. Right now, white has a preponderance of pawns. Preponderance. If he could trade the queen for both rooks, he's winning. He may be able to win even because he has no pawns off the board. He could probably even win if he trades off for one rook. And then he's going to be able to probably still get his pawns to queen with just his king. Yes, that should be move one, castling, yes. Sure, my friend. But it's only got 4 minutes left, but yeah. If you want, I can extend it. I'll extend it 5 minutes if you guys want. I think I could do that if I remember. Since we have another person joining, I'll extend it for 5 minutes. There. We'll get a one more game in probably. Okay, but then I want to do the next one. And the next one is going to be bishops versus knights. Oh, okay, king. Makes sense. Good move. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're casual. You didn't. I was happy if you both resigned at any point there because it didn't matter, right? I mean, the games don't matter. What matters is you learning from it. And at that point, you guys were down to kings and kings, so it really didn't. I mean, queens and queens, so it didn't matter at all. All right, here's another opportunity. Josu should castle at some point to connect his rooks fast. And then we want to find rooks need open files. So white should almost not create open files to make the rooks have activity. And instead keep the files closed so the rooks can't get activity. And then the queen can hopefully get some double attacks on a pawn, win a couple of pawns, and get ahead. That is what I would be doing. But also think of it even in the endgame. If you have a queen against two rooks, you want to lock up files. You don't want open files because the rooks become very active in open files. But see, now we're going to lose this pawn. See, this is the double attack that we get because we've opened diagonals for our king. I mean, for the queen. Can't castle anymore, and castling is never going to happen. So now it's pawns, but now the rooks have to become active on open files. So your rooks are going to need open files to have a chance in this game. All right, let's go back to the Coogan game. That one, threefold repetition. Forced probably, right? Yeah, pretty much. All right. Good. Good. I'm quite happy with a draw in this situation. Sudakus is in the house. Let's go check out Sudaku's playing with the queen versus, and Sudakus gets the queen. And let's see if he keeps the files closed. So I don't like this, really. Rook lifts in general can be And in this case, I really don't like it because the rooks aren't connected. The rooks are not connected. So if you could get your rooks connected, it would be okay. So we're back to what? We're back to, can we snuff some pawns and then get our queen active, right? So I like the queen here. It's got here to go. If you push, you drop another pawn, right? You want to just eat pawns, guys. You eat as many pawns as you can, and then you trade off the queen for one or both rooks, and you have chances. Let's see, Chess Wizard and Josu, the champ. The champ. And he's looking to try to snatch some more pawns, but okay, you know, black has got his pawns pretty well covered for the moment. Oops. Okay, I like the intermezzo move. I actually think here would have been better to take this way and keep the pawns all connected for Sudakus. Look at that, he has one big pawn island, but he took this way, which makes this one weak. So I would have taken towards the center, even though it looks like you're giving him a file to come in on. I think the king can just hold all of this and not worry about the rook back in the 8th rank. It's the 7th rank we normally worry. But he's looking pretty good. Oh, there's more moves I missed. All right. And still, the rooks need to be connected, guys. Notice that the rooks are not connected at the moment. When the rooks are not connected, they run the risk of being forked. And if you lose one rook for free, the game is pretty much over because we know the queen is worth more. Chess Wizard. Chess Wizard missed an easy opportunity. Let's see if he finds it this time. Nope, he found checkmate. Probably better. Yeah, so that time the queen won. That time the queen won. And so it's interesting, right, to see, even though the rooks are supposedly better than the queen, two rooks are worth 10 and the queen is only worth 9. In general, it's a generality because it depends on the position. As Linear Stork said, it always depends on the position. So you need to make the position better for your whichever one you have. So if you have the queen, you want open diagonals and no open files for those rooks to play on. If you're the one with the rooks, you want open files. You need open files for your rooks. That's how you got to make got to decide on how that works. And now being down pawns, white is happy to trade off the queen for both rooks. And again, that's supposed to be better for white because the queen's only worth 9. So yeah, interesting. I don't think I'd give away my queen for the rook. But now we'll see how good these pawns really are because he could step up and block this off. Oh no, why would White should not have resigned. White still has a one pass pawn and others, but yeah, he's in trouble. But he just dropped the queen. He just missed the fact the queen he was thinking pinning the rook. But anyway, here he would have just kept the rook out of play and he would be still winning. So on that one, I think the queen was definitely winning. Let's see. We've got 2 more games. And the niceties, we don't care if the tournament runs out of time because the purpose is to practice and learn with the queen versus rooks. So hopefully this is educational for you guys through actually playing it out versus, you know, the other way to think of it is we could talk about the concept. I can give you examples. We could do puzzles. But I like this because you're actually playing it out in real time, in real life. You know, what's the situation? Yes, very good, because then the rook can't take your pawn. Now he could chase you again, but then you could get back here, and then you could push the pawn. And so white has done what white is supposed to do, which is win some free pawns. The only bad part is there are open files, which comes with free pawns. Oh, went this way. Okay, I think it's fine. This doesn't matter. I kind of like this. It just seemed to give a little bit more scope. Okay, first thing is we're doing loof so we don't get mated. But you have opportunities now, right? Oh, now you don't. He just took away. That was a very nice move by Joe Su. Took away that opportunity. Let's see how Patroclus is doing. So looking for double attacks. Didn't take the pawn that he had available. And I don't know about pushing it again. I kind of like leaving it there. But yeah, this rook is tied down to doing this, but the queen is tied down too, you could say, right? The queen's not doing anything either. They're both hanging out. But the queen's going to be able to attack here. But I guess you get to push and then push again. This is very interesting. Bottom line is I think the king has to get active. As in any endgame, you need your kings to be active. So let's see what happened here. We've got a push. All right. King is finding a way out. And but these passed pawns are going to be tough. This rook is still tied down, which I'd let this pawn go. Because then you can always win this pawn, probably, right? I mean, you should be able to win it back. But yeah, active kings are good. Can't push that anymore. Can't push that when you drop that pawn. No anchors for the rooks. No pawns to anchor the rooks. So maybe here first and then bring it up here with the anchor. Because this is the only anchor you have. This one is taken away. Attacking here twice now. Not twice, I'm sorry. Double attack, though. So rooks need to be connected in one way or another, and they need the open files to play on. King is not in a position to help out, so interesting. We're learning. We're learning by their play. So here, black has an open file to play on, and white has not. White has not found a way to win any free pawns. White needed to win some free pawns. Right there would be a double attack, right? But one of them is protected. But yeah, without winning any free pawns, this rook now has a beautiful square. That rook gets in, attacks two pawns simultaneously, double attack. And the next rook is going to come in quickly after it, probably. And we're going to see some troubles. So we have a double attack possible here. But we also have a king that's, ooh, this is going to be interesting. You get that pawn, I get this. Oh, no, no, didn't take it. So this pawn is the only one that's hanging anymore. So that saves that pawn. I think you needed to take the pawn. I think you had to give this one up, threatening to take this one. He wouldn't have had time to take here because of the check with the queen. You can't allow that. So I think queen had to take the pawn. And so this is not taking anything again. So now the other rook can come over, and now you're starting to get, or your rooks are getting very active. Let's see if Chess Wizard agrees. What's happening over here? Yeah, here it's the king was out of position. So think about that walk that king made just to try to get over and help out. Oh, you know, it makes you want, no, you can't just take, you can't push because the queen and the king are aligned. Trouble. Alignment issues, guys. Alignment, 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 but also Coogan is way down on time. So I think you just double up your rooks, guys. Come on. Got to get the doubled rooks. Yes, this is true. But that's true in any situation, right? The rooks have to work together. They have to be coordinated, while the queen, there is no coordination. Rooks are on their own. And look at this. The two rooks just mated white. So there's an example when the two rooks were better, right? The two rooks found a way. But I think partly because white didn't take advantage of what white should have. White didn't take pawns when he could have. and the queen ended up spending more time trying not to be taken. The queen spent more time trying not to be taken than being an aggressive attacking piece. All right, 8 seconds. Coogan is really low on time, and Josu has a lot of time, so he's taking his time. And I think easiest would be just to be looking to promote a pawn, but we'll see. Could pin the rook, but okay, gives up this pawn. We're throwing in a check first because, you know, why not? Didn't really have much choice. Okay, now we take the pawn. Do you just keep pushing? Push pawns want to be promoted. That is the principle of the week. Push pawns want to be promoted. So blockade early and often, and if you're the one with the free pass pawn, push away. Wants that pawn. Can he get it? Oh, you just can't push. Oh. He could have just taken the queen, and he still would have held on to that pawn. You notice that, guys? He messed up. White messed up. He just had a free piece. But look at the time problem. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're both in time struggles. Move. Gotta move. What time troubles? Can't protect the pawn. Oh, ran out of time. All right, guys, and totally, this does not matter, right? We don't give two hoots about the end of that tournament because, right, it wasn't an actual... Right, we were doing something special. It wasn't what you'd call a normal tournament, guys. Definitely not a normal tournament. All right, let me go grab the other one. Let me see if I can sort this properly. Recently updated. Yeah, let's try that. There we go. All right, let's try one with bishops and knights, and that'll be it for today, for today's lesson. Where is it? Bishops versus knights. Now, I gave white gets the bishops because you need to move a pawn to develop a bishop, while the knights can develop without moving a pawn. So knights go to black because he could develop faster, right? Because he doesn't need to push a pawn. And white gets the pawns. All right, guys. So let me set this one up. And this will be our last one for today's imbalances. Learning about imbalances. Spelled correctly is always better. Practice. Imbalances. I think 3 plus 2 is good, right? I mean, get you more games. And we'll do it for half an hour again, which would get me right to the end of my time frame. And the age-old question, what's better, bishops or knights? We always know the answer is the same. It's always depends. It depends. And it'll depend on the situation, right, given. So we know that. But regardless, all right, there we go. And we will share this link, and you guys can join in. There you go. You wanted 2 bishops and 2 pawns versus a rook and 3 pawns. Is that even equal? Yeah, I guess that's equal. That's 8 points versus, but okay. So then we have the complications. Should the rooks be connected? I mean, should the pawns be connected? Right? Do we get connected pawns? Or are they across our way around the board? And are they, if we make connected pawns for the team with the bishop and connected pawns for the team with the knights, are they opposite each other or are they on other sides of the board? Yeah. So again, we have an odd number, so I normally jump in, but I want to be able to. That way I can show 2 games at a time. Because if I'm playing, I'm only going to look at my game. Unfortunately, guys. So if I get one more to join, it'd be great. So nobody has to sit out. But I don't want to. If I play, then I'm only going to look at one board, and I want to be able to see more of you guys. I want to share what more of you guys are doing. This whole time, I've had my wrong glasses on. Let's see. For this shirt, I think I'll go with these glasses. So we know, right? We know that theoretically we should want the 2 bishops, right? That's, oh yeah, 2 bishops, 2 bishops, 2 bishops. Everybody talks about, I got the bishop pair, like that's like gold. Like they know how to use them. So we're going to find out how well we know how to use them. Yeah, but okay, so 2 connected versus 3 connected? Yeah, that's the question, right? I shouldn't have done that. Let's go back. Teams for live stream. Let's get back into the tournament. Let's open this up in another tab. All right, so Josu and Chess Wizard. All right, the champ. Against Coog and Patroclus. And that means that Coogan is waiting. No, Coogan's playing. Who's waiting? Chris. King is waiting. You're the highest rated, King. So it seems like you got to buy. So how do you win this game? So we talked about rooks versus queens, right? And what we said on the rooks versus queens was that if you're the queen, you want to set it up so you can do double attacks. You don't want to open lines prematurely. You will have to open files when you take pawns, but you want to take enough pawns so that you're in an advantage. But then you have to be very careful about opening up lines, files, for your enemy's rooks. As you saw, we had a checkmate by rooks, right? Got to be careful. For knights versus bishops, bishops want open. They want to trade off a couple of pawns. They want open diagonals. Knights don't need it to be open. Knights, you can keep the board closed and your knights can still be effective. So you might want to close it up. And if you trade off one of the bishops, even if you can get rid of if you can get rid of one of the bishops, then you'll be, oh, it's the drunken master. That was the one. I see now it comes back to me. It wasn't talk like a pirate. It was the drunken master that you can put in like 10,000 channel points. But anyway, if you trade off one of the bishops, then you know where to put your pawns to make the other bishop ineffective. So there you go. And Ratchet loves the bishop pair. So great, Ratchet. Here's an opportunity for you, if you love the bishop pair, to prove that the bishop pair is better, right, than the knight. So here we have in this game a trade, exactly what we talked about. So we have a straight out trade. And now black can decide, do I want to put my pawns on dark squares so that this bishop is restricted? Or do I want to try to force my opponent to have all of their pawns on dark squares to restrict him behind his own pawns? But those are the considerations. If you're on a white square, yes, he can't attack my pawn, but I also can't restrict his movement. So this will be that classic answer now. You went from the bishop pair, though, down to a single bishop. So when you say you like the bishop pair, you normally want to keep the pair of bishops until you can at least win a couple of pawns, right? Right? So sometimes we think, oh, I just need the bishop pair, I'm going to keep it. No, you want the bishop pair so that you can dominate the board. If you trade off that bishop before winning material, then you've given up that advantage. So in this one, Coog and Patro, Coog lost the advantage of having the bishop pair. Now his only advantage is a bishop versus a knight, which again, the bishop wants open lanes so that that bishop can be very active. And the knight wants it to be more closed so he can hop around and hopefully get some double attacks. So, as in all games, black needs to identify weak pawns, and white also. But, you know, it's going to be, right? White can't attack this weak pawn or this weak pawn or this weak pawn, except for with this guy. So white needs to get that piece involved. Got to get that involved. All right, I'll take a look at that. Thanks, King. Since you weren't playing, you had time, huh? Looks too complicated, Ratchet. I think they're doing great. All right, so we only have 3. Okay. So this one I like. White is trying to maintain the bishop pair. And see, look, finding targets. Finding targets and trying to benefit from the fact that you have both bishops and not giving one away too easily. So the knight can protect or the king can protect. King decides to protect. This is very good. The only thing I don't like what White's doing is he's doing it all with his bishop pair, and he's forgetting that this is like the third most powerful piece he's got on the board. Third most powerful piece, guys. So we did finally get some trading. Okay, good. Black has decided not to. He could go with keep putting everything on white, but this feels like it's going to be drawish if he continues in that vein. Versus maybe, yeah, giving the bishops some targets, but at the same time opening up the board. So he could have went here with check, take with check. He would have to move. All right, and then the king could have went here to protect it. I think that would have been better, and that would have given places for the knight, because the knight needs squares, and right now this knight doesn't have a lot of squares. So he's going to have to trade off these pawns eventually anyway to give the knight an opportunity. So interesting, very interesting. Yeah, look at this game. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful, guys. This is a beautiful thing. I know it might not seem beautiful to you guys. I find it beautiful. All right, let's go see this position that our man of the day wanted us to take a look at. Let's see, can I do it? Yes. It's an invalid FEN because you got the stuff in front of it, so I'll just get rid of the stuff in front of it. And it's still an invalid FEN. What have I got wrong in here? Yeah, King, you get, okay, let's try it in just a browser window. Yeah, maybe you gave it to me, it'll work. There you go. Okay, that's 1 rook. Oh, you said 1 rook. Okay, 2 connected pawns, a single pawn. Yeah, this isn't bad. This might be a nice position to start with. Let's just do a quick analysis. I don't want to see moves. I don't want to see best arrow moves. I just want to see, okay, this says that white is slightly better. So to be fair, King, since your analysis, the one you gave me, white is slightly better, I would make this black to move. I would make this black to move to make it, to balance out the fact that that white is slightly better. So I'd give black the move. So I'd say black to move, and then we could use it. And we'll call it, is this equal? I like it, King. I'll use it for my class, my friend. Thank you. Black to move, orientation could be white, it doesn't matter. All right, so let's go back to the games though. I like it, King. Thank you, my friend. I can't see it's all red you picked. Oh, and white is way low on time. Let's see, somehow the knight got snatched. This was a very complicated game, though. I liked where it went. We got the trade of the bishop for the knight. The knight kept trying to find his way, couldn't find his way, got a pawn, and got trapped. Oi! Got trapped, guys. Got trapped. We're going to have a pawn. No, it's not going to make it. Oh, my goodness. Yes, white should come through in that. What a good, nice game. But you got to be careful. Bishops and pawns can trap knights. And pawns can trap bishops. And here's another one. Look at this one. Same kind of problem, right? We got to pass pawn, and pass pawns want to be pushed. Now you can never get the knight out, but the king can't allow this king to get to this pawn. So now you just need to use you need to use the bishop to keep the knight at bay. And not the knight at bay, to keep the king out. This is good. This is good stuff. Very drawish possibilities here. Look at that. And they're both very low on time. Yeah, they probably can accept the draw because they're going to run out of time, I think. Okay, the king is finally saying, I need to get over there. And this king could come over and start harassing the other. This is to get the king in, I believe. There you go. Now the knight can just keep going back and forth to here. Wow. All right, let's see if another game gets started. Sudakus is in the house. King, you got a game. Wow, they went fast. I mean, they went super fast. I didn't even get to see it all. Sudakus understands he wants to keep both bishops. Look at that. Sudakus said, nope, I'm keeping the bishop pair. Oh, and he's just going for a passed pawn, guys. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. This is excellent. Look at this. Knight on the rim is mighty grim. That knight was on the rim. It was not well placed, guys. Oops. Oops, drop in pieces. All right. This one, they finally broke through. My gosh, look at that, guys. Who would think 71 move game starting the way we did? Nice. Nice. This one is over. All right, let's get back to the tournament and see who's in. Sudakus is not a man to give up. He could snatch more free pawns, guys. All I used to do is keep getting free pawns out of this. That one's loose, but can he take advantage of it? Don't know. Yeah, Hoju, Josu, heart rate up. That's a good thing. It's good for your health. Get that heart, get that blood pumping. Oh, okay, Sudakus came all the way over here to pin. I thought he would go the other way, but no, no worries. That pawn's not going anywhere fast. He's going to get another pass pawn on the other edge of the board. He's going to go do it, and nobody's stopping him. He needs to get a knight over here. All right, got the knight over. Can he keep it, though? No, I'd push it. All right, let's see. Push on the knight. Push on the knight. Knight has to go in the corner. The knight was able to make it back in time. I was surprised. I was thinking he wasn't going to be able to get back in time. But he found a way to make it back in time. Okay, I hope this is educational to you guys. I hope you're finding this enlightening, right? How to play with these imbalances. And, you know, the fun part is we could say, well, what is really better, the knight or the bishop? You know, which one is better? But in reality, we're just trying to see how you would play with the knights and how you would play with the bishops. We've seen at least one win with the bishops. I haven't been keeping track to know who's winning more. This one hurts just a little bit because it was a drop piece, right? Yeah. So we don't know what would have happened if there wasn't a drop piece to go with it. And that's part of chess too. You know, you can have the advantage, but if you give away candy, you could get in trouble. Well, we're simplifying. Right now, black is up a pawn, and white has the only bishop. So is the bishop a strong enough piece against your knight, right? Is it worth a pawn? It's supposed to be 3.5, so no. It would be 3.5 versus 3. The book says, the bookies, right? Your bookie says it's not equal. That it's not a good trade. Whoa, that's a mistake. It's got to be a mistake, right? Chess wizard. It's got to be a mistake. I mean, you've been playing great, lights out, genius chess, but that's got to be a mistake. That's got to be a blunder. I can't believe that was something genius in there. I could be missing it. I don't know about going far away. I'd be coming towards, not far away, and giving away a pawn. Yeah, I don't understand, Patro. Don't give away the pawns, man. You can get back that one, but why give away any pawns? Yeah, I like to check better. Always check for checks, guys. Check for checks. And now it's protect. See, would have had to check. Would have taken the pawn, and we just given away free candy. Gave back the free candy, guys. Not good. Now, the good news is for white, black can't get over here to protect that pawn. But he's still giving away this pawn. And then these pawns are going to start steamrolling at you. You watch. Okay, it goes down. I was thinking here, double attack and push. Yeah, I was thinking here. But maybe not. It had to go there to give his bishop a chance to stop this square. So I say you just go, because you always want to push. Now this bishop is stuck doing this forever. I'd start by pushing this one so the king can't have it for free. And this knight is free to go play, because this bishop has to forever hold that square. All right, let's see how Josu's doing. Oh yeah, this was the one where we, traded off. The bishop is only up, and he's down. So he's down, flat out down material. Black should win this. With proper play, black should win that one. And Patro over here, like we said, he didn't push the pawn. Not that he could have gone too far. So now he wins a pawn. There you go. Can go here. Oh, no, pawn's lively. Pawn's live. Gotta watch the pawn. That's a dangerous route to take. That pawn's gonna run. Ah, there you go. Who is this? Chess Wizard. I should have known. When I saw that move, I should have known it was Chess Wizard. I believe, though, with the bishop covering that square, it's going to be very drawish. King could just go down. I could do that, too. You have moves to throw away, though. Ah, no. Well, the king couldn't go there with the bishop. Yeah, you just need to go in here. Now, I guess Chess Wizard actually has no way to break through. This bishop could go back and forth. The king can't get in. That doesn't make any difference. When he goes here, if you pushed, he would just take. You push, and you're back in the same situation. Actually, no, he could have. So here's an idea for you guys. Back here, if he had pushed queen, bishop takes, king comes over and attacks, bishop goes anywhere. King goes here to usher down this pawn. But then the king, depending on where he is, probably can go eat this pawn, and it's still a draw. But at least that made sense to me. But this is a draw. Yeah, that's a draw. Yep, they should definitely draw that. All right. Josu is got that one. Okay. And Sudakus is out of time on that one. All right, so we have new games. Again, guys, we are just learning about how to play with bishops versus knights. So here we have king. Hasn't moved a bishop yet. That's a nice thing about a bishop. They can attack without being out on the board. While the knights, they want to be towards the center. Okay, so that one's still in its early stages. Same concept here. Bishops don't need to leave the back rank, although you need to open the back rank so they can, right? You need to open up diagonals for them. And now they can start looking for squares to attack on. So again, hopefully this is instructive. Hopefully we're learning about imbalances and how they play. Yes, chess whiz, that happens to me a lot. I thought it was a win until it wasn't. So should white block up the game? Ugh. Not normally, right? Not normally, not for bishops. Normally you want to have open lines. I kind of like this too. Just keep pushing there and see if you could trade off that way. It's going to be interesting. Well, didn't go for that. I had our first win of material. First win of material. Wow, look at this. Look at this weird looking situation. How's that? He said, nope. We're not going for that, my friend. That would have been losing. As the strength of knights, they can create beautiful forked positions. I love this kind of move, though, to open up and simplify. You need to make open lines for those bishops. I think that's a great start. Now the only question is, do you do that or do, yeah, okay. And this bishop still needs more scope. Threatening to win a pawn, pretty straightforward. And I don't see how he stops you from winning a pawn. Doesn't quite work. Do not have to take en passant. Oh, there you go. Duh. Just protect it, right? Don't really want to do this. Or do you? Hey, busy. We are doing some study games of imbalances with minor pieces. We already did rooks and queens. Now we're doing bishops versus knights. Yep, we start the game with a position which is this position. And we play it out, my friend. The champ. Hey, what's that link you're giving me, Chess Wizard? Oh, you got a good puzzle? Okay, I'll check it out in a second. We're going to have 9 minutes when this is done, so. Or actually less than 9 minutes. Wow, I timed this really well. I'll take a look at it. Let's hide that. And we don't even want the computer on at all. We don't want the computer on at all. Hello. Oh, yeah, the move opening database on too. I don't want any of this. Go away. Okay. It's interesting. So this is a game that you played with Patro? Okay. We'll take a look at the end. Oh, the one that you just did where you got into that draw. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Checkmate with 2 knights. And the helping pawn. Actually, it's the pawn on the other side. It's supposed to help, but... Wow. Checkmate. Wow. Sudokus. Sudokus. Nice. I think that's the first checkmate we saw without getting a queen. That is the first checkmate we saw without getting a queen, guys. How's that? Look at this weirdness. Checkmate. Open board. 2 knights and the king. Wow. Wow. Okay, how'd this get to this? Okay, found a way to open up the bishop. I told you, you need to open up the bishop. So I think, you know, rather than black taking, black should have let white take, but... Wow, 9 seconds for king against Josu lives. King definitely has the advantage. He's up 2 pawns. But can he make any hay out of the 2 pawns, guys? Can he make any hay out of the 2 pawns? So Josu could have just moved his knight there, right? He could just... He has these 2 squares to keep or here. Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, that's a mistake. Time pressure mistake. Oh, and Josu missed it. Josu, you're not under time pressure. You had another fork. Josu, what are you doing? You missed another fork, my friend. You had this game. You had another fork. This is still not going to be easy. We still, first of all, you know, if white can ever win this pawn, it's not going to be a win for black. Black cannot win. Yeah, there you go. And now he gets to keep, oh, there you go. Oh my goodness, this is going to be an endgame. Now it looking good for white again. I mean, black had to try for a draw. Oh, no, you don't go away. You never go away. What was that? What was that, my friend? You can't go away. Oh, no, you went away. You can't go away. Well, this is going to be hard to win, but okay. This was our checkmate. I'll get rid of that one. Like that one for later. I don't want that anymore. That was the same one as the analysis board, is that correct? No, sorry. I'm going to have to bring that one back up again. All right, Sudokus has a game with Patroclus. Last game probably for the day for us to watch. Oops, that wasn't it. This is it. Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, but you can't go away from the... You can't walk your king away. And boy, oh, another fork, and it would have been definitely a drawn city, I think. Even with the knight up, it might have been a draw. Sudokus is going to this time have 2 bishops. Can he get a checkmate with the 2 bishops without having to get a queen? So king, that's a great segue into a little bit of a lecture I'll give for the last minute and 35 seconds we have. 2 minutes for the stream. It is important to be able to make plans. When you're low on time, you don't have time to make plans. But what you do have time for is to find weaknesses of your opponent, strengths for yourself, so you can come up and follow principles. So where you don't have time to make plans, we normally do have time to play with principled moves. And so what I try to teach my students is principles. Because also, even if you have a lot of time, if you're not sure what to do, you could play principled moves. So by playing principled moves, it makes the game easier, especially for beginners. And for those of us who we're not professionals, we can't study 5 hours a day. So we were talking to Tony during the championship match. And one of the things that came up was what do you do? What should we be doing as players to get better? And part of it was, hey, we could be working on, X, Y, and Z. We can be working on different things. Well, what exactly should we be working on? And it was, you should study as well as play games. And I asked him, well, what's the ratio? What should that be? And it turned out, he said, well, let's just make it simple. Let's say 50-50. That means for every hour that you play, you should study an hour. Okay? And for me to become a NM that we've been talking about is going to be a possible goal for me, right? That was supposed to be my goal. If that's my goal, if that's my goal, how do I make that happen? And the way that we're going to make that happen is to study and play. Well, how many hours can I put in? That comes down to the next part is, how many hours can I put in? Because I need to put in enough time to learn and to get better and to improve. So I need to put time in, but how much time do I have? And so that's a problem. I'm an adult, I have a family, I have a job, I also try to stream, I also do other things, I write, I create books, right? I write books. So yeah, where do I put in all that time? How do I get that time to do those things, to study and to play? And that's the hard part. And if you want to get better, if you want to get appreciably better, you've got to do those both things, study and play. So you need to make a plan. Don't just come and watch streams and say, I'll get better, I'm going to get great. You'll get better. Playing games, you'll get better. But if you really want to jump and get appreciably better, you need to also study. So sometimes watching streams like mine hopefully counts as study because you're not playing, you're watching and learning. That is studying. So if you watch my stream for 2 hours, and let's say I actually only give you about an hour and a half worth of material, you still need to go play games for an hour and a half. All right, guys, good games to everyone. Thank you. I hope that was useful. Again, we don't care about who wins the arena or anything. We weren't doing it to win or lose. We're doing it simply to get an understanding of how it feels to play with these different choices, right? So hopefully next time you find yourself in a game where you have one or the other, the bishops or the knights, you might go, hey, I got a pretty good feel of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. All right, so we like Mr. Montague, and it looks like he is back. He's back to, excuse me, my name is Bird, Henry Bird, or Bond, James Bond. And so in his case, it's Bird, Henry Bird, which I kind of like because I'm a bird player. He's a bird player. He plays, as you can see, he plays the Dutch also, which I agree with. You play the bird, you play the Dutch. Less study. Remember the study part we're talking about? I only have so many hours I can study. I'm supposed to equal out my study with gameplay. I need to make my study as productive as possible. So the best way to make my study productive is to make life easier and study only one thing. 2300 Blitz today. Awesome. Awesome. Fear my name anyway. Awesome. That is great. You're going to take a break? Yeah. Enjoy that new rating level you achieved. Enjoy it. Yeah. No worries. Nice job. I'm not too good at Blitz. I don't know when I would ever get close to 2300 Blitz. I'd like to be 2300 Rapid. Blitz, maybe. I just don't know when because That's not my forte. I'm already weak at blitz. You know, these old brain cells don't think as fast as these young brain cells out there do. All right, guys. Yeah, Patrol, I'm with you. I'm with you. And I don't really care because to me, bullet is not chess. Blitz is barely chess. Rapid is chess. Classic is classic. It's a classic. Classical chess is really, I mean, when I sit down and play over the board with people, sometimes I don't even use a clock, man. You don't even use a clock. You just want to play beautiful chess and you want to make beautiful chess. And sometimes you can make beautiful chess at blitz. Sometimes you can make beautiful chess at bullet, I guess. I don't know. I don't believe that. But blitz, I think you can make beautiful chess. Rapid, you definitely can make beautiful chess. But classic gives you the best chance to make a beautiful thing, a beautiful game. A game that you can be proud of, show to other people, and just feel really good about yourself and about everything else. I agree, Chess Wizard. The quality definitely lessens as the time control gets less. At every level, I don't care who you are, but yes, the greatest, the best, the strongest grandmasters still look really good at bullet, but it's still the same. I mean, they're still not playing. I mean, even Magnus Carlsen pre-moves so much that sometimes he gets tricked because the person does what they shouldn't do, but they do it because they know he's pre-moving. Yes, they're all chess, but I won't consider them all chess. It's kind of like, you know, think about it. You could play, let's say you're playing soccer and football, right? Football for all of our international viewers. Football. But is it football if you're playing 3-on-3 football? You know, yeah, technically it's still football, but it's not football, right? I mean, you want 7-on-7, 11-on-11, whatever the right number is. You want football. You don't want, oh yeah, 3-on-3, we're going to play in a smaller court, we're going to play with a tiny net. That's not football anymore. You're not playing this. We're going to play without goalies. It's not football. Okay. You get it. All right, guys. Have a good one. We will see you Sunday at 1 o'clock. I have a lesson with Linear Stork. Lesson with Linear Stork on 1 o'clock. It's on the schedule. See you then. Oh boy, I was about to hit the button so I could raid. When we talk about study, what do you recommend studying? Real quick, but please come and ask me again on Sunday and/or any other time. That's a great question. Love to talk about it more, but I'll just give you the short answer. 1, games of masters. And when I say masters, I don't say current grandmasters. Like some of the old games. Go look at Fischer game. Go look at Lasker game. Go look at Capablanca games. Go look at Morphy games. Enjoy them. Enjoy some old games. One book we've been using on stream, we've been going over on a couple of things, is 1,000 Best Short Games of Chess. Oldie but a golden. Oldie but a goodie. All master games, right? Some against amateurs. But you can also study specific openings. You can get a book on the opening that you're learning. And then there's books on pawn structures. There's My System by Nimzovich. I'm working on a book right now, Tactics for Advanced Players by Avi Averbach. Reading that one again. I had it a while ago. Redoing it, restudying that one. So studying is reading, looking over games, puzzles. Puzzles count as studying if you're actually learning from the puzzles. So sometimes Puzzle Rush and the Puzzle Racer thing, you're not really learning. You're just doing it and doing as many as you can really fast. And it helps. That does help. It helps with pattern recognition. It does help. But it's much better to take your time, do those puzzles extremely slowly. So don't do the racer ones. Do the streak ones. And do the puzzles understanding the whole situation. Don't just look for the move. Because that doesn't happen in a real game. Most of the time you don't just look for a move. Sometimes you'll find them. But you have to understand the whole situation on the board and then look for the move based on the situation. And that's why puzzles are kind of iffy, because you know there's usually one right move. And in a lot of games, there's maybe 2 or 3 right moves, and you have to find the best move. So find a way to study. Find, again, looking at some of those games. I like using Aim Chess personally, so that's a good one too. Hey, Bolt, yes, back to the basics. You kind of missed it all, Bolt. I'm about to leave, my friend. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And you should come and visit me. Should come and visit me, and we could spend some time, Bolt. We can, do the shared thing again. I think we've given you a lesson before. I know we've given you a lesson because of the Mayhem tournament. Wow, that seems like ages ago. But yeah, do you put the moves in lead chess analysis, or do you try to visualize it? No, I just try to visualize it, or I go set up my chess. I have a chess set in my house, a wooden one, and I just sit at the chessboard when I'm using a book. But I'll do it in my head because I do want to visualize it, and or the board. Don't use it in a now. Sometimes I'll take games and put them into the studies, and then I'll use the interactive mode so I can go through the study with identifying the right moves. So there's multiple ways to do that. Hey, thanks for the follow. Always appreciate you guys following. Hopefully you're following because you want to know when we're online so that you could learn with us, right? Yeah, I don't collect follows. As you notice, I don't have any goals down here for follows. We do list the last follower. That's you. Thank you very much. But basically, we're not chasing followers. We want followers because we want you to know when we're online so you can come and learn with us. All right. Yeah, pattern recognition is great, Patro, but you want to look at games. You really do want to look at games. And even if not old master games, look at any good player's game. Look at any good player's game, even not good player's game, right? Look at medium level players' games. You can go over the championship games that we just did the other night and see what you see. See what you're identifying and look and go, why did he do that? And see if you can figure out why each player did what they did. And if you can't figure it out, look harder. Ask other people. Get some help. But you should be able to figure out why moves are made. And sometimes it's just a blunder. And then you should say, okay, because of that blunder, ooh, they have this move. And then see if the next player makes that move. So you can walk through a game that two people played, and hopefully ones that are a little stronger than you. Yeah, Chess Wizard did defend his title successfully. Yeah, Bolt, we love listening to you. You're hilarious, Bolt, in my opinion. And so I love it when you do chess. Yes, I think you should do... yes, that's good. Good, Petro. I think you're on the right track. And I'll disagree with you, Fear My Name anyway, even though you have a 2300 rating. I'll disagree with you because I don't care about rating points, especially on Lead Chess or chess.com. Rating points mean nothing to me. What means to me is when I go play over the board that I beat the person I'm playing. I like that. I like to win tournaments, real live in-person tournaments. And gaining rating points without an understanding of what they need to know, I don't find it's going to be that much help for them in the long run. Yes, Miloholovich, but not now. We're about to leave. We're bouncing off. Yes, but tactics, puzzles. Don't do the racer puzzles. Do the slower puzzles. Do the streak puzzles. Try to get it right. Take your time. Take as much time as you need. Figure it out. Learn and use the puzzles to get your tactics up. But puzzles are free. They're all over the place. Leadchess, chess.com, tons of sites. So use the puzzles and go slow. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I'm just not crazy about rating. I don't want to chase rating points. I don't want my students chasing rating points. And I don't want them to get an inflated rating. And then they're playing stronger players that they're going to get to the point where there's tricks and traps don't work. And they won't have a clue what they're doing. My story is still the same. 1800 rated player on Lead Chess when I first started playing on Lead Chess. Played my daughter, 15-year-old, my daughter. The guy was destroying her until the end game, and he had no clue how to win an end game. And it was a pawn and king end game, and he was up material, and my daughter just destroyed him because she understood end games. Basic end games he didn't understand at 1800. So you say, how did you get to 1800? You don't even understand basic end games. Well, that's how you do it, right? You do that, right? You play a lot of tricks and traps, and you win games, and you get your rating up, but you don't really know what you're doing there. Yeah, Milovic, go ahead and grab a game. But I'm going to bounce you over to Montague. He is dressed like James Bond. Give him a shout for me, and he'll probably play with you guys. But I think right now he's playing in a tournament. But check him out, and then come back sometime. We definitely play. We definitely have tournaments. We do have a tournament you need to sign up for. Milovic, we have a team. I would say sign up for the team first, right here, and then we have a World Chess Championship qualifier tournament going on, which you may be too high for. I know the our man with the name, Fear My Name Anyway, 2300, you're probably too high in Rapid for our under 2000 World Championships. But if you're not, feel free to join in. All right, guys, we will see you later. Thanks for everything. Again, see you Sunday. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, Fear My Name Anyway. Thanks for the follow. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one.